Bills Mafia, this team is pushing itself to the absolute limit. Training camp is in full swing, and the Buffalo Bills are working harder than ever to bring that long-awaited Super Bowl to Western New York. Every practice rep, every film session, every moment, they're all about getting better. So if you believe in this team's mission, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive into everything that went down on day 3 of camp, because things got real out there. Day 3 of Bills training camp in 2025 was anything but ordinary. With the clock ticking toward preseason, tensions, intensity, and excitement all hit a new level. From a fired-up safety sending a message to the coaches, to Josh Allen building chemistry with his new crew, and yes, even a full-blown fight, this practice had it all. Let's break down the 3 biggest takeaways from Friday's session. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for all of it. Defensive coordinator Bobby Babich lit a fire under his unit after expressing frustration with only one takeaway through 2 days. Babich made it clear the standard is not being met, and guess what? Taylor Rapp heard the message loud and clear, and he responded with authority. Rapp picked off Josh Allen, not once, but twice during Friday's session. One of those was an acrobatic diving interception on a miscommunication between Allen and one of his newer targets. The second came after a Joey Bosa pressure forced Allen into an overthrow. Folks, let's not forget that this safety room is absolutely stacked, with 5 legitimate contenders vying for starting roles. Plays like those are exactly how Rapp separates himself. Rapp didn't just make a statement, he grabbed the microphone and screamed it. For a defense that's expected to carry its weight this season, seeing guys step up like this in July is a very good sign. You already know Josh Allen doesn't need a true one wideout to dominate. He proved that last year when he led the Bills to a playoff run and claimed his first MVP award. But let's be honest, every great quarterback benefits from chemistry, and this year, Allen is working with a revamped wide receiver room. On Thursday, he raved about free agent signing Joshua Palmer, praising the veterans' route running and intelligence. But on Friday, it was all about second-year man Keon Coleman. After a rocky day 1, Coleman found his rhythm and connected with Allen on a highlight reel catch-and-run touchdown. You could feel the crowd buzz. Even during camp, it's moments like these where chemistry is born, where trust is built, and we need that. Whether it's Palmer, Coleman, Shakir, Curtis Samuel, or even Elijah Moore, someone has to emerge as Allen's go-to target. This is the proving ground. And what we're seeing is Allen doing what leaders do, uplifting his teammates and getting in sync. That's MVP-level leadership. And that's exactly what Buffalo needs in a season with everything on the line. You could feel it coming. The heat, the competition, the pride. After a minor skirmish on Thursday involving A.J. Epinesa and rookie tight end Jackson Hawes, things truly escalated Friday when offensive lineman Alec Anderson and defensive end Hayden Harris went toe-dash to dash-toe. This wasn't just some bump handshake moment. This was a fight raw, emotional, and real. ESPN's Alina Getzenberg reported that Anderson was kicked out of practice following the SCRUM. Now, some fans may see this and worry, but honestly, it's not a bad thing. Training camp fights are part of the grind. When you've got 90 guys battling for 53 jobs, emotions are going to boil over. It's part of football, and if something like this is going to happen, you want it to happen now, not in October with playoff positioning on the line. This team is hungry. And moments like this, they show that players are locked in, that every single rep, every single snap matters. There's no sugarcoating it. Bills fans, this is one of the most critical seasons in franchise history. Josh Allen is in his prime. The defense is evolving. The receiver room is reloaded. The coaching staff knows the clock is ticking, and the AFC isn't getting any easier. That's why every practice matters. That's why every interception, every fight, every touchdown in training camp means more this year. You can feel the urgency. You can feel the belief. Taylor Rapp is making his case to be a starter in a deep room. Josh Allen is already clicking with his new crew, and the fire in that fight, that's the same fire the Bills are going to need if they want to punch through to the Super Bowl. James Cook is proving once again why he's one of the most respected guys in the locker room. Despite heading into the final year of his rookie contract with no extension in sight, Cook is fully present at training camp. Now, let's be real. Buffalo's salary cap situation is tight. We're talking less than $1 million in available cap space per over the cap. That means a long-term deal for Cook probably isn't happening this offseason. But here's what's impressive. He's not holding out, not making noise, not distracting this team. He's showing up. He's putting in the work. And most importantly, He's letting his play and leadership do the talking. Cook recently opened up about how his teammates are rallying around him. Very supportive, he said, referring to the entire locker room. I don't bring up the contract stuff much. I let my agents handle that. I don't want to be a distraction. I just stay to myself and stay focused. Man, if that's not the definition of team-first mentality, I don't know what is. Think about this, with Josh Allen entering one of the most important seasons of his career. After an MVP campaign, new weapons in the WR room, and Super Bowl expectations, the last thing this franchise needs is drama. But instead of letting contract noise take center stage, Cook is setting an example. And his presence in camp is huge. Bills fans, we all know how crucial James Cook is to this offense. He's not just a running back, he's a game changer. In 2024, Cook racked up over 1,200 total yards, caught passes out of the backfield like a seasoned wideout, and came through in clutch moments. This year, the stakes are even higher. New pieces are rotating through the offense, rookies stepping in, veterans adjusting, and new faces like Joshua Palmer and Keon Coleman looking to make noise in the passing game. But through it all, Cook remains that steady, reliable force who can spark a drive or change momentum with a single play. And the chemistry he's built with Josh Allen, that's not something you can replace overnight. If you ask around the facility, it's clear Cook has earned his respect not just for what he brings on Sundays, but for how he handles adversity. And this contract saga, he's treating it like a professional. We've seen guys in this league let money talk louder than the team, but James Cook, he's letting the team speak louder than the money, and that's exactly what you want in a locker room trying to make a deep playoff run. The NFL is a business, but the Bills are a brotherhood. That's something head coach Sean McDermott has instilled since day one. And what we're seeing now is that brotherhood in action. Teammates have Cook's back. You won't hear whispers. You won't see drama. Just unity. As Cook said himself, he doesn't bring the situation up. That kind of maturity allows the team to stay laser focused on what matters, winning. And if the front office is watching closely and you know they are, this attitude will go a long way. Even if a deal doesn't happen this year, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they revisit it mid-season or early next year. Because culture matters in Buffalo. And guys like James Cook set the tone. In other roster news, the Bills made a subtle but important transaction this weekend. Wide receiver David White has been placed on the reserve, retired list. The 25-year-old, who joined the Bills earlier this off-season, was excused from practice recently and has now stepped away from the game. White, out of Western Carolina, had potential but unfortunately never saw the field in an NFL game. It's always tough to see young talent walk away, but we wish him nothing but the best in whatever comes next. In response, Buffalo Ray signed Kelly Akerai, a familiar face. The Bills continue to shuffle and evaluate talent in the wide receiver room, where competition is heating up fast. We've talked about this before. Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer, Khalil Shakir, Curtis Samuel. It's a crowded group. And now Akerai is getting another shot to prove himself. These moves may seem minor on paper, but they tell us one thing loud and clear. The front office is leaving no stone unturned in building depth and evaluating every possible contributor ahead of preseason. We've got the MVP under center. We've got rookies and veterans fighting to make this team great. We've got grit. And most importantly, we've got hope. The pieces are there. The hunger is real. And from what we're seeing in camp so far, this team might just have what it takes. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Who do you think is going to emerge as Allen's top target? Is Taylor Rapp your pick to start at safety? And how do you feel about these camp fights? Good intensity or a red flag? If you enjoyed this update, hit that like button to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for daily Bills news, training camp breakdowns, and insider stories you won't find anywhere else. Tap the bell so you never miss a moment. This is Buffalo Beat News, where the story never stops and the Mafia always rides. Let's go Buffalo!